The anticipation before a date is a magical thing for any guy. The butterflies, the excited buzz, the hours of research to figure out what brand of cologne her dad wears so that you can buy the exact same one. Wait, what?
It's not as weird as it looks.
Still weird.
Okay, so your guy probably doesn't check off every item on this list before he shows up at your door on Saturday night, but when it comes to preparing for a date, there's a decent chance he's done at least one of the following. Man-scaping. They might not go this far to achieve peak smoothness down below, but many guys spend some time deforesting their nether regions just in case things get hot and heavy. In a poll of 2,000 adults, tidying pubic hair was among the top 3 priorities for male respondents' pre-date prep, including a 3% outlier of dudes who get a full Brazilian in anticipation of the big night. Buying new undies. That's right, fellas. Shave it off, then cover it up. The second of the top 3 priorities for men who are getting date ready, forking over some cash for a nice fresh pair of underpants. And according to scientists, this isn't just a question of being too lazy to do laundry. Another study conducted by Debenham's department store revealed that the average man only buys new underpants when he is about to start a new relationship. Perhaps because, just like our cinematic hero Bridget Jones, he knows that a good first impression is all about the base layer.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm wearing something quite similar myself.
Hit the gym. Whether it's because they can't bear to skip leg day or because they're hoping to impress you with their healthy habits, squeezing in a workout before a date is a must for lots of men. Of course, if you exercise regularly, this makes perfect sense from a scientific standpoint. That self-esteem and endorphin boost you get from hitting the gym will float you through your date on a cloud of kick-ass confidence. Wear her dad's cologne. Okay, so there's only one confirmed instance of a guy having done this, and we only know about it because he made it into a confessional meme on BuzzFeed.
What's that terrible smell?
I don't know. I should get moving.
But bizarre as it sounds, the man who tries to smell just like your dad is just following the science. In a study done at the University of Chicago, research revealed that women unwittingly prefer the smell of men who have similar genes to their dads. However, this has a complex basis in evolutionary biology and genetic markers in our immune system, and nothing to do with whether your dad preferred Old Spice or Brut. Play digital detective. In a world where people often connect online before they ever meet in person, some guys will turn to the internet to try to prevent a Fatal Attraction-style unhappy ending. One suitor told Elite Daily, "I do a quick Google search before the date, and if I find out anything bad, like she was arrested or seems strange, I cancel right before." But this is one pre-date practice that the experts don't endorse. One professor of psychology at Northwestern University explained, "You're trying to suss out, will this person and I have a connection? Actually, there is no evidence that we can assess that online. You think you know what you want, but what you really need is to sit across from each other and get a beer." So unless it turns out their date has a criminal record for bunny boiling, this is one ritual guys might be better off skipping. Warm up those conversation skills. Guys are just as terrified of awkward silences as anyone, and many of them will spend their pre-date hours making sure they've got something to talk about. The most nervous men might study the art of making small talk like they would a college textbook, or even take lessons from a dating coach. But even guys who are just looking for more interesting things to talk about than the weather might come armed with a list of icebreakers to keep the conversation rolling. Do some manual labor. Although the infamous hair gel scene from There's Something About Mary is pure fiction, the fact is some guys do swear by the practice of pleasuring themselves prior to a possible romantic encounter. And they may be onto something. According to some sex experts, getting down with your bad self isn't just a way to relieve those pre-date jitters, but is also linked with a lower risk of prostate cancer. And we can all agree that less cancer is a good thing. So maybe this one isn't so weird after all. Thanks for watching. Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.